Hey guys, what's going on? It's Buggles here from T34. So let me just fix the camera. Okay, so today, after a while, I'm bringing you my Yosenju deck profile. So I've been playing this for quite a while now, and it's been doing fairly well against the meta. It's beaten the likes of Shadow, and it's even top 4 at locals. So this deck is more orientated to the kind of decks that I see at my locals, not just like kill the fuck out of Necros. So I'll explain the choices of cards I've got in here and choices I've made and why I've taken them out, why I've taken some cards out and why cards are in here over other cards. Okay, so let's get into the deck. Alright, so monsters first. So with the Yosenju lineup, you're running your 3 Camo 1s. So that's just your bog standard triple Camo 1. That just basically bounces cards back to your opponent's hand. They must be face up. And you've got your triple Camo 2s. That's your attack directly 1. And you've got your triple Camo 3s. So to finish off the Yosenju monster lineup, we've got the 2 Sujik. You only ever need to run 2. You don't ever want to draw into it. You kind of want to get that off the search. 3 is far too cloggy, and 1 just really isn't enough. And for kind of the stun variant part, I'm running 2 Fossil Dyna. I just like this card a lot, just be able to say no to special summoning, and really no one expects you to have a set Fossil Dyna and they just attack into you with a field full of special summon monsters, and then you can just flip this boy up and then you'll be like, right, see you later. And then, best flood to get in the game, Thunder King, self-explanatory, can't search cards, and you can negate the special summon things. Okay, so that runs up the monsters. Moving on to spells. Okay, so we're running 1, 2, 3, triple 10k, search out your Yosenju monsters, every one of them is Beast Warriors, and then we've got 3 Pot of Duality, just for consistency reasons. You don't really need to special summon in this deck, so the kind of bad effect of Pot of Duality not letting you special summon didn't really bother you. And then we've got triple Upstart, just for consistency as well. And then we've got 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. This is just because my locals runs a lot of back row, so I'm not going to kind of make this deck an anti-Necros deck and just run no MST. So I've got that there. If I was going up against, Necros, then I would side these out obviously and put another shit. And then we've got 2 Necro Valley. This is a really good card against most of the meta, so you just run 2 of them and then it doesn't really hurt you at all, so you can basically afford to run the 2 Necro Valley and then shut down decks. And then just for some destruction, we've got a Dark Hole. I don't play Raigeki because your monsters are hardly ever on the field, so basically you can just run 2 Dark Holes and you've got 2 Raigekis. You can run 2 Dark Holes and 1 Raigeki and you've got 3 Raigekis. Essentially, anyway. So for the traps now, we've got triple Fiendish Chain. Then we've got triple Mirror Force, and for the one-offs we've got Compulse, Bottomless, Solemn Warning, Vanity's Emptiness, and Torrential Tribute. I don't run lose 1 turn, just mainly because I don't have the cards. If I did have them, then obviously I would run it, but it's far too expensive just now, and I expect for it to get a reprint in the future anyway. And I won't be surprised if it gets hit in some form by the ban list. So moving on to the extra deck now, it's basically a bunch of just generic rank 4s. You don't really need to make anything else. We'll just go, we've got 1 Excite on Night, we've got Rhapsody in Berserk, we've got Ragnar Zero, we've got Castell, Maestroke, Killboy, Dark Rebellion, Ken Gorgon, Dweller, Tiger King, Heartland Draco. This shit is really good. Since you've got your 10Ks, you can just sit on it and stall for turns. You've got a Dire Wolf, you've got number 101, a Roach, and Chidori. Just since all your monsters are wind, you can basically just go into Chidori. Side deck's kind of a work in progress, but it's just shit I've just thrown together just for the sake of it. I wouldn't model your side deck on this side deck. I've just got this just because these are the cards I've got and I need to get more. So just got 2 Veiler, Stop Effects. We've got 2 Prohibition. It's surprisingly quite good against the meta. You can just call something like El Shaddai Fusion and then basically they can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Then you got 1 Shared Ride. I would have 2, but I don't, so I would run a second. It's a fairly good card. We've got Defissure, doesn't hurt your deck, so you can run it. Chalice, it's good for just basically things like the mirror match. We've got 2 Light and Prison Mirrors, Satellar Knights, 2 Shadow and Prison Mirrors, Shadows, shit like that. Imperial Iron Wall, any deck that banishes really. And then we've got a Mind Drain and a Soul Drain. Okay, so basically that is the whole deck. I would consider dropping the Fossil Dinas and putting them in the side deck, and then taking some shit out the side deck for that. I don't know what we've put in the main deck. Maybe a Gravekeeper's Commandant, just to search out the Necro Valleys, but apart from that, it's a pretty solid deck. I've never had many problems with it in the past. The only thing that really fucks the deck over is traps, so basically the reason why I run the triple MST, it's great protection. I don't like to run the counter trap because I feel like you should only run that if you're using the pendulum monsters as well, so that way it's always live. With this, you're only really, you know, if you're going to run the counter trap, then you can only use that when it's your turn, essentially. So that's why I don't find it to be that good. It's also quite dead. Cards that I used to run in this deck were things like creature swap, so you can just give them your Yosenju monster, take one of their monsters, and then your monster will just bounce back to your hand, so it's like getting a free monster. I did run Threatening Road as well, because I find it to be a really good card just now. Quite a lot of decks just kind of splash out and attack you, so obviously since you've never got any monsters on the field, you need the protection, but I dropped that for the Dinas. I keep switching it out, I'll put it back in at some point probably. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything else that I did run. Apart from, I did run 3 Sujik at some point, but I found that to be far too inconsistent. But yeah, that's the whole deck, guys, so hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like, comment and subscribe for some more Yu-Gi-Oh videos.